Hi, this is Piotr Bednarski with Labit Nordic Racing, and today we're going to go over some floro cleaning skis and then storage. So, like many of you, I'm guessing you probably have a lot of skis. I have a lot of skis, or at least my to wax and clean. Another bunch over here. So I thought we'd go over one example of how to do that. And we'll start, especially if you're skiing on man-made. Skis get super dirty. So I'll give you an example of how to go over the cleaning process. All right. Okay. So first of all, ideally you have a floro cleaner. Or you could use just regular wax remover, or you could use soap and water. Floro cleaner, there's a lot of different brands. I don't think it really matters, but get yourself one of those. In a pinch, you can use a wax remover or soap and water. Anyway, put it on. I have gloves on. It's always good when using chemical just to keep it off your hands. Just put it on a little bit like that. Next step, already without even scrubbing, you can see it's fairly dirty. I'm going to take a metal brush. This one is dedicated, okay, for cleaning skis, and I'm going to basically scrub it. This one's fairly aggressive, and so I'm only going to take it in one direction. If you have a soft metal brush, you can actually go both directions. All right. So I'm going to really go over a couple times and fairly aggressively, and maybe you can see if you look really closely, you can even see kind of some of the little particulate matter in there. All right, so now I've gone over a couple times like that. I'm going to wipe again. And you can see what that looks like. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna take some time and really kind of scrub it with a paper towel. All right, there we go. So you can see it's not stopping anytime soon. I'm gonna keep going with the paper towel, and all right. So anyway, after a little while of that, I'm going to take that ski and just put it aside for a moment. The solvents in there need to evaporate. It needs to dry for a couple moments. So I'll put it aside, and I'll just start off on the other ski. So throw this one in. All right, and again, I'm going to start out with a cleaner one. Oh. All right, so paper towel, scrub. Go, and then we're going back to paper towels. Let's try a little drier one, and we'll see what this one looks like. And again, you can see how much stuff is coming off of that. If you're skiing in the Twin Cities, especially, man-made snow, it gets a ton of use. It's just they're going to be really dirty. All right, so now I'm going to go back to that first ski. It's been sitting for a while. I have a dedicated cleaning brush that I use for the last step here, cleaner brush. All right, and I'm going to brush it. And if you can see here, there's even some little particulates that come up. There's kind of a little hazy dust that I'm going to end up sweeping up. So I'll take a few minutes just to kind of scrub it. This is a plastic brush. You could also use a metal brush for this. It'll take a few minutes just to scrub it out. And now going back to my paper towel, and you can see there's a little bit of dirt on there, but there should be a lot less at this point. All right, so once I've done that, now I can seal it up for the winter. Ideally, you have a non-fluorinated wax, and oops, I'm gonna just do typically with any time I do any waxing, I will make sure I have a clean iron. So I might take a little of that wax, put it on, wipe it off so there's no little pieces of dirt or anything on there. All right, now I'm ready. And preferable method always, you do not need to seal it up with an inch of wax on there, okay? You just need a little bit on. Always rub it on like this. Do not drip it on. That is not a good way of doing it. End up wasting a ton of wax, dripping it all over the place. Here, a little bit will drip on. I keep that corner of the iron. All right, that should be enough. Okay, good waxing technique here. I'm just taking a pass down the ski, only one direction. I'm gonna come back, and I'll do this a couple times. If it looks like it's not well covered, I'll add a little wax here and there. All right, for softer waxes, oops, start again. Just gonna add a little bit more. Usually for storage wax, I like to use a wax that's kind of middle temperature, you know, for the teens or colder. Typically the first day of skiing, you know, in November, December is generally fairly cold, or at least it is around here. So then I can scrape my ski and know that I'll have a wax that's pretty good to go. All right, that's it. So ski's sealed up. So now I just need to finish off the other ski. Yeah, so that's cleaning and storage. Thanks, and we'll see you again for the next video.